Computer.
Oh, there we go. Wow, that took a while. Hey everybody, this is Sinspeaks, and welcome to another episode of Roasted Solo Arcs and whatnot. Woohoo!
Yeah, probably only one more after this, guys, and then I'm done with solo arcs. After this, I'm done. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm leaving next week.
Yeah. Not permanently, of course, in case somebody got that thought for some reason.
QO.
Yeah, that's what we're on. Oh, why are there two? There we go. Boop.
Basically, we're way outside of Vacuo. We're way outside. We're like in the desert.
Maria, you
What the
know
fuck?
I am a holy man. That song's been stuck in my head for a while now.
Yeah, I'm just basically the tomb is probably way over here.
Yeah,
So I'm waiting like right there.
yeah, it's in the shifting sands, just not particularly. The desert at the moment
Is right now is
it's having a bad day.
so right now, yeah, I'm just looking up. It's actually night right now. I'm looking up at the moon.
And shifting sands are around you, sandstorms everywhere. It's not a good day to be this constant.
Yeah, my character's just looking up at the moon and just sitting and thinking, you know, nature can be beautiful even though this world is rotten. It's the only thing I probably cherish now.
Let's see. Can she get through the horrifying wastelands? She can. Cool. You hear some sounds behind you, a little bit away. Mostly you hear gunshots. As you see RWBY more or less flying through the area, avoiding sand traps and sand dunes and sand other stuff and sand tsunamis and sand whirlpools and sand everything. Really, there's just a lot of
Sand Grim.
Yeah. So she's more or less flying over the area, shooting herself every which way to avoid massive storms and everything like that, before she lands right next to you in more or less a center of the storm, kind of, eye of the storm. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Weirdly enough, it's actually rather calm right where you are. Everything around you guys is throwing itself out of proportion.
Yeah, basically we're on top of a cliff, kind of like while the sand is shifting below us.
Yeah. You said you had answers.
I did. You wanted to ask me questions, I believe, as well.
You said you knew my mother.
A little bit. I knew a little bit about her history. I do know that she also had silver eyes just like yours, but out of history, pretty much, I knew she was a huntsman. She pretty much was a huntsman that hunted down other huntsmen, because back then it was a lot different.
Yes, Crow's told me some stories about this, although he tends to keep it rather quiet.
It's no surprise, since your mother and him were on the same team once. See, Team Strength. The only one who could possibly have more answers than I could would probably be, well, Yang's mother. But even then, Raven, Bronwyn keeps to herself. Not even I would dare to cross her.
I may have to find her.
If you really want to find her, well, she's elusive, I'll tell you that much.
I think Yang would like to see her again.
Possibly, though I am pissed off at Raven for what she said, because when I first met her, Raven is not the ideal mother candidate. And I'll tell you that's a true fact. She never cared for her daughter. She cared for her probably in her own way, but she has more care for her own damn tribe. The tribe that Crow was a part of.
RWBY bows her head slightly. Yang's not gonna like that.
I met her once when I was investigating some stuff when I was leaving Vale. I met her. And hell, do you want to know what her words she said to her? She said even this, that pissed me off even more. She said if she's weak, well, she'll learn the true fact of the harsh nature of this world. That pissed me off more than anything. I may be an evil bastard, but I'm not without a little bit of a heart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not too evil in my opinion. I think you just need a good cookie.
Don't even get me started with cookies.
Maybe a hug. Do you want a hug? I think you could do well with a hug.
Let me see how emotional my character is. Is that emotional or not?
Oh, I'm not seeing your roll.
Okay, my character just drops a lone tear, actually. And he was... Maybe years ago I could have had that, but it's too late for me, RWBY.
She gives you like a very soft smile. It's never too late to change.
It's already too late for me, RWBY. I'm already a dead man walking. I'm already a
dead man
ghost.
walking can be revived.
He actually chuckles. Not this one. I've already lost everything, like I told like I told Ozpin before. I've lost everything. This world is, like I told you, is rotten to the core. You have your own ways to save it, and I'm interested to see how far you're willing to go. That was one of the reasons I spared you back there. Because I know in your heart that you have conviction and determination to see things through. But I want to see if you're able to fix this broken world, or will I destroy it and reset it anew?
I think I'm going to try saving you.
If you can try, that is. I'm already broken. His grim parasite starts showing.
She doesn't even
look
flinch.
I mean, look at me. I chose this way because I wanted to become a demon to change the world. You can't change the world without getting your hands dirty. And RWBY, if you think you can save me, you can welcome to try, but you can't.
Do you know what I see? I don't see a monster. I don't see a creature of evil. I see someone who's wounded.
That's your own perspective of me.
Sometimes those who watch from the outside can see more than those who see on the inside.
But I will give you a little piece of information. There's I would have killed Adam myself and the White Fang. Myself after what they did to my family. Not out of hatred towards them. Not out of hatred towards the entirety of White Fang. Just that little common thing that I discussed. I don't think I ever explained my backstory to RWBY, did I?
Nope.
I once was from Mistral. That's where I actually came from. I was a thief. But I was a thief for the right reasons. I was doing it to help my family until the White Fang did what they did. They slaughtered my family, but that wasn't the biggest point. They slaughtered the kids who were part of my step family, the ones who accepted me. And they're all dead.
I'm sorry.
So
to
that's...
hear that.
It's too late to apologize. It's already over and done with. There's nothing I can do to change the past. But I will change this world and what it is.
You cannot change the past, but you can make the future better for those who come later.
Tell that to the dead.
I have. See, my mother died a long time ago. Yang was, upstart child, and she was a little bit older than me, only about 2 years or so older than me. But I was still not able to talk or much. But Yang was the fighter as she always was. And from the stories I've heard, Mother liked to try to help her, because Yang never really took to her very well after she was more or less abandoned by her mother. But my mother still tried to give her peace of mind, tried to help as much as she could. And when my mother disappeared, Yang tried to find her. She spent many days trying to find her. And we almost died. And even then, I still don't know what happened to my mother. Her death is still a mystery to me, but she still has a grave that I go to every couple of days to every couple of weeks. And I tell her everything that's happened to me, every worry, every problem, and I get it solved. She listens, even if she's not there. The dead can listen, as long as you put some faith.
Sorry about the cough, guys. Jeez.
When you want to tell the dead something, they won't always listen. But if you try to tell the living something, they definitely won't listen.
It's a shame that one day we could have been friends. Maybe even, who knows. But for me, it's already too late. I've chosen my path just like you've chosen yours, and I hope that you stick to your own path.
We will see how this train ends.
Every story has an end. But I have a feeling we'll probably meet in Mistral soon enough. After all, that's probably where I'm headed now.
I've heard tales that Raven may be in Mistral, so maybe I'll see you there.
I did see Raven, though, once when I was investigating someplace. Though, the way she came off, I'll tell you what. That lady's not to be trusted, even though she may be Yang's mother. Something about her is just harsh. She has more love for her own tribe than for her own daughter, which is actually a true fact about her, like I told you.
Life takes us on many adventures. Unfortunately, some are worse than others.
Though, do give my regards to Yang. I did cut off her hair, yes, but not her arm. That was Adam.
She forgives you for her hair, though she still wants to beat you in a battle one day. Apparently losing to you is a point of pride at this point.
Well, she's always welcome to try. I'm interested to see how both of you, even Mrs. Snow White, and even Mrs. Blake Belladonna, see how they will turn out. We'll see how far this train ends and see how far the stop goes. After all, every story has a beginning and an end.
Every
Maybe
door
my
opens one way and closes another.
We're on both sides of the spectrum. After all, you're the gifted with silver eyes. I'm gifted with my pendant. We're both destined to fight each other again.
Well, maybe, just maybe, we can put an end to that cycle.
Maybe. We'll have to see. It seems the winds and the sands are shifting again, and I'm looking at that. It seems the sands are shifting again. I suggest you probably get to your friends, because I'll be heading to Mistral. I'll see you all soon enough. He disappears into the sandstorm.
I will see you when I find Raven.
How funny.
That was an interesting
And
time.
that character starts walking. That actually was really interesting.
Yeah, so you eventually start walking. Shifting sands seem to more or less lead you on your path. A little bit of sand got in everywhere, but you eventually make your way. Oh wow, the dice thing. You eventually make your way to this little tomb here. Of course, it seems locked again. We play a character.
In all honesty, I liked that. That's actually building character development.
I like Ruby's character in this. Again, viewers, her character is technically a out of character kind of thing, AU verse, of course. So she's a little bit more, I suppose the word is stable than she was in the show.
Yeah.
But I like her. I like the personality given to her. But anyway, so you're now at this tomb, which again is closed for the most part. It also looks like it hasn't been touched in like centuries.
And I'm coughing because of the sand. I guess.
There's a lot of sand around you.
Well, I'm here. Is my puppet going off?
Yes. Just don't pull out Salem more.
That was really... Ruby, maybe one day we could have been friends, but it's too late for me. We'll have to see how far this train goes, shall we? And Salem heard me say that.
A train can only go as far as you will take it. If you put the brakes on early, that's as far as the end will be.
I spared her for that reason. I want to see how far she's willing to go. It's always an interesting thing. She's not able to harness her gift yet, so she's no threat. But I want to see if her determination will be stronger, or will she fall, like I said.
Some people rise when you knock them back down. Some people stay on the ground. Be interesting to see which side she takes.
Yes, that's why I did that. And also, I'm kind of leading her away from Vacuo, telling her to go to Mistral. Though,
Smart. Smart.
She'll be thrown off the trail. Though I do have a feeling. I think I probably have a feeling who the Spring Maiden probably is already.
We've been keeping an eye on that location lately. Last we heard, the Spring Maiden was with Raven under her care. I've had Lionheart try to find her recently. It's been a task. Very difficult one at that.
I would fight her, but fighting her right now would be a death sentence. I can feel the power radiating off her too much. It was so strong. It was like she was drenching the air.
Yes. Trying to find a woman like that is always a difficulty. Especially since she has been gifted by Ozpin.
Team Strength, or Team Strike, whatever the hell it was called. I don't remember.
I legitimately don't remember. It was something with Q.
Team Strike. I don't fucking know.
Ruby Crow. QROW.
It was called STRQ.
Yeah. One moment. Let's see if I can find out. Yeah, STRQ. I don't even know how you say that.
It's alright.
Struck?
Streak, whatever.
I feel like it had a fun name. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it's pronounced Team Stark.
Ah, Stark. That was it. That's why it was a fun name. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was gifted by Ozpin, so finding her is even more of a hassle. But her tribe will always be found some way or another. Hard to hide that many people.
True.
It's only a matter of time. And now that Miss Rose is trying to find her, should be even easier. We'll have her meet the headmaster.
Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. You've got Lionheart in your pocket.
Yes. Lionheart is a valuable tool.
Leo the Cowardly Lion.
Yes. And the sooner that we get him to find Raven, the sooner we can crush Mistral. Unfortunately, the family have a very tight hold over Mistral, so trying to even get in there is becoming a very large hassle.
My character smirks. I know a few ways around Mistral, and and Rogue as well. We were both hailing from that region, so we know the insides and outs. I know a way we can get in. Oh, wait, hold on. Hey! Sorry about that.
You're good.
Doc's trying to get up on damn table. Alright. Anyway.
Perfect, sir.
Okay, so back before Teletubbies decided to fuck with me. My character says, I know a few ways and inside and outside of Mistral, and Rogue does as well. We both hailed from that region anyway. Being a thief has its benefits, and Rogue has a few connections not with the family that can get us in there.
Be a very useful progression into there.
All right, shall we?
She nods to you.
We start walking into the tomb, I guess, or she's floating.
Well, yeah, she's more or less floating. Your puppet is just keeping her in the air. You do notice that the tomb is reacting, not violently, but reacting quite a bit to your pendant.
Pendant?
Yeah. As the entire area more or less starts to glow a little bit red. Interesting reaction, as not quite as volatile as the previous one did.
According to everything, this was not just a tomb for ancient pendant wielders. It wasn't a temple for power. This is one where people buried artifacts of dark magic, and those who were buried with bones. And let me roll very quickly. Okay, he starts hearing voices again. But this time they're not as loud. He's basically saying, "You found us. Now come speak with us and learn our tales." Ugh. They're here.
Seems that they've been awakened by your pendant.
Well, as you said, Miss Salem, the pendant wielders have not been seen in years.
It's been many decades since I had to encounter one. Even longer since I've had to even hear tales of a place like this.
Let's see what kind of stories they have. And besides, even stories have their benefits in learning from the old tales of old.
The doors start to slowly open, sand, of course, rolling and rumbling all the way off of them. Seems to get stuck every now and again, probably from how old the blasted thing is, but it does.
I swear it feels like I swear it feels like I'm in fucking Egypt here. What's next? Pyramids?
It'd be really funny if you had a pyramid in here.
Next time I should add that.
That would have been funny.
Okay, I'll add that next time. I'll add a pyramid. I'll be like, hey, guess what? This is where the maiden's temple is.
We're in Egypt now, bitch. But where is it? She is. The room is much, much more destroyed than you remember the other one being. Also doesn't quite have obvious symbols and whatnot. There's a bunch of things all around, but for the most part, it seems like just a lot of just destroyed stuff for the most part. It's very old, and not even slightly as pristine as the previous one was.
Jeez, man.
Very run down this area is.
Well, considering this is a tomb and the sands have not been kind to this area.
They have been shifting quite a bit. As you look outside, there are about 27 different sandstorms hitting each other at the same time at the moment.
Good thing we got inside then before that started hitting.
Yes. This would be very dangerous weather to walk in. Except for Vacuum. They would relish in this weather.
Don't even get me started. I think I'd rather live in a volcanic area, or hell, an icy region than this.
Frostbite is much less painful than constant ripping sands.
What's next? Lich King appears?
But yeah. So as you guys continue walking, you see a lot of different things in here. Oops. Mostly, tombs, like graves and stuff with ancient beings. You see, obviously, a book up here. Much of the place has been destroyed, burnt, or ripped down. Also, well.
Do ghosts start appearing around me, or no?
They do not. You do hear the voices much more commonly, though.
My character asks, "Who are you?"
You hear one of the voices kind of clearer say, "We are the ones of the past, the ones who have held the pendant a long time ago. Warriors who spent our lives in the darkness and died in the darkness."
Does Salem hear it too?
Nope.
Tell me your stories. Does each one of these tombs have a story to them?
Each grave is a different being, each fallen soldier a different life to have been told. Not much can be said differently, though. Olden times have passed, new times have come again.
So each one of these tombs, these probably are just like soldiers and all that. I just put that there for decoration. Yeah. These tombs are the most important, though.
Mm-hmm. Every tomb holds a different story. Every story holds a different lesson. Pain, suffering, love, kindness. Many, many lessons.
My character starts walking into this one first area, I guess.
See a couple of things down here. It looks to be a well of sorts.
That's basically a blood forge.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's been used in centuries, but it looks like it's there. And there's also a larger grave up top, probably one that's more, not royalty, but like higher class, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
Salem, of course, is following you, just watching. In this room we held those who reign supreme, the oldest, the strongest.
The language, I can read it. The tomb of Akunanraka.
Yes, with the pendant comes our language, one that cannot be held or sold or told by any.
What did this warrior Akunraka did?
He defeated many of the Silver-Eyed Warriors. He won wars. He survived conquest. And he died here, same as the rest.
He looks at the forge over in the distance. What is that?
A blood forge. It is a well that made some of our most powerful weapons. Many had to be sacrificed in order to achieve our goals. Some comrades, some enemies.
Does it have one more charge in it at least?
It has one more charge. Has not been used for centuries. A sacrifice must be made.
What kind of sacrifice?
Either a friend or an enemy.
Actually, is there a White Fang coming in?
Can they even get in here? They cannot. It's a raging storm outside.
I wonder. I know the White Fang will be making their rounds, so when the sandstorm hits, I'll lead one of the White Fang in here. And I want to see what I can do with this.
In order to make the blood forge work, you need the full sacrifice. One dead for one item.
Very well. No sacrifice comes without cost. The cost of power is costing something.
The dead
All right.
keep their secrets.
No doubt. I highly doubt that no dead would give up their secrets at all.
Salem looks very, not confused, but...
Oh, my character looks at her quickly. Oh, sorry, Miss Salem. I'm just listening to the voices. This was a tomb. This was the tomb of Akunraka, an ancient pendant wielder who killed many silver-eyed warriors. And that over there is his greatest achievement, the Blood Forge.
Interesting.
It needs a sacrifice, though. I wonder if one of the White Fangs will stumble upon this place soon. If they do, it has one charge left, and I'm going to use it.
Interesting.
Interesting. Sorry.
Sounds like
Sorry.
a worthy goal.
I guess that my character goes into the next tomb.
Over here, there does not appear to be as much as there was previously. There seems to be some kind of material over there, as well as a ritual.
They were void crystals. That's what I put. I just put void crystals in there. Void, or actually void dust.
Seems to be dust that has some kind of usage. You're not sure how volatile it is at the moment, but it certainly does look like it would leave a nasty taste. And then what looks to be some kind of weird ritual circle of sorts up at the top.
Yeah, because there's a blood pendant right there. That sword, he goes over there and picks it up and looks at it. This sword is so ancient, these ruins. Wonder who this belonged to.
This belonged to one of our greatest warriors. You notice that it's practically like being pulled apart in your hands. Like it's so old that it's practically crumbling. Somehow staying together. One of our greatest warriors used this sword. He would have been buried with it, but he wished for it to be used if it was ever able to. Unfortunately, it's been years since then. The sword no longer works as it did.
Then I'll take a few pieces with me as a remembrance.
He takes a few.
He takes a few pieces off of the sword, the ones that have runes on it, and puts it in his pocket.
Somehow they're not falling. They're like the only pieces that are not actually like crumbling in your hands. The rest of the sword more or less turns to ash as you.
The sword of the Lich King. I don't know.
Sword had many properties imbued within it, but mostly it was used to stab things, as is a sword's primary purpose.
He looks at the crystals, and they're not like any kind of dust or anything he's never seen before. It's like a purple, red, and black coloring.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
This is dust from many, many eons ago. It was originally created by the god of the darkness and the god of light themselves. It was used in order to, well, dissolve, I believe is the word your kind would use. You would use it, and it was very volatile. Oftentimes, it would take off the hand of the one who used it. Maybe more. Many of our soldiers died using them, but many more of theirs died because of it.
He takes a piece off of it.
Seems extremely volatile. Even holding it, you can feel that it's not quite going to explode in your hands, but it is very dangerous.
I think Dr. Watts or someone else would be interested in this kind of thing. This kind of dust has not been seen in years. According to what this voices are telling me, it's very, very volatile. This was able to basically destroy almost an army.
Wow. It does not look like it will be of much use, but it could be. As long as we can make it less volatile. Even in your hands, it looks like it's going to explode.
That's fine. I wonder. I'm going to use this piece probably for test practice. I'm going to see if I can find a bandit village and see what happens. And then something starts glowing over there.
Ooh.
What the hell is that?
It's not particularly dangerous. Wow, 11, 12, and 13. All right.
Basically, that's the far-seeing crystal.
Mm-hmm. That is a crystal that we would use in order to see our enemies. It is old and dangerous.
What?
Imagine it like a crystal you can see the future, past, or present.
So, it can make me see one event in the future?
Yes. It is a dangerous tool, and one that can change your entire future.
It only looks like it has one charge left as well.
Old items create old powers.
Miss Salem, is there any future event that you need to know about? Because that crystal allows you to see one event in the future that will come to pass, or anything you wish to know.
Interesting. Where is the Fall Maiden's vault located?
Very well. He puts his hand upon a crystal and asks it, where is the vault located for the Fall Maiden?
You get a stunning pain in your head. It kind of feels like you just grabbed a pickaxe, rammed it through your eyeball, ripped into your other eyeball, pulled out of your head, and slammed into your nuts. It's not a pleasant feeling. But through all the pain, which is an extraordinary amount, you do see a rather clear, though covered in blood, vision of sorts. You imagine it's your blood that's pouring out of your eyeballs at the moment. But you do see a vision of the Forever Fall Forest.
Oh, Ozpin, you little sly bastard.
See what I was saying before?
Ozpin, you little sly bastard. Now we know where it's located.
Beyond the general idea of the entire Fall Forest, you have not a clue where it could be inside of there.
Let me see.
Currently, your entire everything is dead.
Let me see if I can roll one more time and see if I can actually see clearly. Not where it located is, but like the general vicinity of it.
At the moment, you want to die.
Well, close enough. It'll come clearly, though.
Yeah, the you more or less can tell that it is definitely somewhere inside the Fall Forest. Probably near the middle-ish, probably. But at the moment, your entire body feels like someone just ran you over with a train on several occasions. So you're not quite sure.
Let me see if I can get up. Oh, wow, double nines!
Yeah, you're on the floor at the moment, blood coming out of your ears, your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. As it turns out, extremely old magic hurts a lot.
My character starts getting up like knee on the floor right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was an interesting experience, and now I have to say, Miss Salem, Ozpin is one sly fucking bastard right now.
Where did you locate?
Apparently, the vault is located in Forever Fall Forest.
Oh. Huh. I have sent many Grimm in there to find it, but they don't typically return.
It looks like after this, we might have to do a little investigation of our own. After all, Vale's defenses are gone, so it's free for the taking.
Finding it there would be rather tricky. Ozpin has placed down many safeguards throughout Vale. This was just one of the few places I assumed it was. The name kind of gave it away. Ozpin loved playing with names.
Huh. Very well. And the crystal just goes flat.
The voices once again speak up. As we said, old magic requires old pain.
Ain't that the truth? Hopefully the vision will come in more clearly now. It's probably going to take a day for the vision to clear in.
You're fairly certain that the main gist of the vision was the Forever Fall Forest. Probably in the middle-ish.
It looks like after Vacuo is done, or maybe if we can take a break, we might go to Forever Fall Forest. After all, it might be interesting to see how Osmond played his little trap games here.
Finding the maiden's vault will make us one step closer to ruling this world.
Like I said, I don't care much about ruling, but I want to make this world better. I'm no ruler, and nor do I even want to be. Being a ruler and being a king is for fools.
As I said previously, your way on, your salvation comes at my hand. Therefore, if I rule, your salvation is guaranteed.
Very well. My character goes to start walking into the middle of the circle now, the biggest area.
The circle again, once again, shines like it did in the previous vault, adhering to your pendant as it swings from side to side.
He puts the pendant on the ritual altar.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the truth.
Hmm? It glows.
My character just puts it on the sentence. Should he step back?
Well, it looks extremely volatile, but not like it's going to explode. Probably. But it does seem rather volatile, as the book in front of you seems to flip pages back and forth for whatever reason, as the voices once again speak to you. What truth do you seek?
I seek a better world, one without hatred, and I'm willing to give up everything to have that dream.
You hear like a weird laughter come through the voices. A world of peace, harmony, kindness. There's only one kind of world that befits. That is the world of the ancient gods. He shows you a vision of the what happened when the god of light and the god of darkness were there. And he shows you like the actually happy people and the world of happiness. Really, no war, no hatred, no anger, no nothing. This is the world that you seek, is it not?
It almost looks like it. One without hatred. But but then the gods abandon everybody after what happened.
He shows you the thing playing again, as Salem puts her hand more or less on your shoulder. You see, the hearts of man are easily swayed. A long time ago, in this world of mine, I lived in it. There was no war. There was no hatred. There was no pain. There was only life and death. A never-ending balance of two forces. And I was the one to break it. The only thing that stops a world of love and peace is when one person finds a pain that they cannot erase. This world was happy. They had no war, had no pain, had no suffering. Until I lost that which I loved the most.
Ozma. Does she growl after hearing that voice?
No, she looks sad, honestly. Yes, my dear, dear Ozma. Been a long time since that name has been uttered.
I saw how angry you were back in that chamber after I killed Amber. When he said that, your children.
Yes.
What did he mean by that?
A long, long, long time ago, me and Ozma were wedded. We had children. We had peace. And I was a ruler, savior, almost. I wanted more. I wanted power. I wanted salvation. I wanted to make sure no one ever went through the same things that I had to. And of course this meant I was to rule them, as only a god can take away all of the pain. Ozma, on the other hand, believed that in order to save the world, you need to have a guiding hand, not a ruling one. He saw my way of vengeance against the gods who tortured me, kept me alive for so many, many years, as spiteful. He believed that me ruling over everything, making sure that every single person only loved me, was bad.
The kids. He thinks about it. Were the kids
in my
close
bout of rage, they all died, as did he. And he came back, and died again, and again, and again, and again.
Reincarnation.
Yes. My dear Ozma came back time and time again. No matter how many times I kill him, he comes back. No matter how many times he tries, I cannot die.
So the kids, they were originally... I've noticed something. 4 kids, 4 maidens. They were close. The reason why they're called maidens as well was, I guess, Ozma made the maidens as kind of close to your children, weren't they?
I imagine so. Ozma always had a taste for the flair. And he was alone for a very long time. He didn't even fight me. For many, many centuries, he didn't even go against me. The world was set on fire, and he never moved an inch. Until those 4 maidens came by. And he finally got happy. And he sought to save the world once more. He finally got that spark back in him. Now I imagine because they reminded them of our kids. Our kids all had magical powers too.
Fall, summer, winter, and spring. The 4 seasons of the world.
Yeah.
The 4 maidens of life.
Ozma had the powers of the god of light, and gave them as a parting gift, from what I've heard, in order to stop me. Unfortunately, I have been cursed by the god of death, and the god of light has very little domain in that area. As such, Ozma gave those powers that he had from the god of light, the 4 celestial congregations of life itself: summer, fall, spring, and winter, and gave them to 4 individuals, removing them from his power and keeping them with only the powers of the light, hoping one day that those 4 maidens and the relics that they hold will bring back the gods when the world has come to peace.
That will never happen. As long as hatred remains, and as long as humanity still holds the spark of war, it will continue, no matter how hard it is.
As long as I am alive, they will never be happy. Which is why I will make them happy. And the gods may come back one day, when I rule over the entire world in peace and harmony, and they will let me die.
That's also probably why you wanted to gather the relics, huh?
Yes. Just getting all the relics together makes it much easier for me to survive. And then finally,
Understood.
I can die.
Is the book takeable?
It is not. It is behind a barrier. Also, I will be right back. And pause. Alright, sorry about that.
And we're back, guys. We had to go beat the crap out of some Teletubbies.
Yeah, we had to go, cheese them with cheese. Cheez-Its. Throwing Cheez-Its at them.
I look at the book one last time and ask, what is the true power of the pendants? Show me. What can they really do?
The book flips to a page and stops. As you would say it's some kind of vision, but it's more like the book is projecting things onto you. And it's a person, you're basically following a person throughout a timeline, more or less. And it's a person who's like having Grimm constantly getting funneled into the pendant. You assume that this is like many, many years of Grimm dying around him, and Grimm energy flowing to the pendant. And near the end of it, you can tell the guy looks kind of old. But near the end of it, he seems to be riding almost a dragon of sorts, and more or less controlling the dragon through the energy of the pendant. So you assume, based on this, that the pendant, the more Grimm that die around you, the stronger your pendant gets. The stronger your pendant gets, the more Grimm we'll listen to, more or less.
Thank you. I appreciate the knowledge you've given me.
The voices go silent. The book once again lies down.
Is the book evaporating now?
No, it's just stuck, more or less. The circle of darkness, more or less, around it seems to be intensifying, but it seems to just be holding itself, waiting for the next user.
Only pendant wielders can access that too. Only access this tomb. Anyone who is not a pendant wielder will be driven away unless they're invited.
Dunk. Speaking of, we're going to pretend that this is a White Fang member, because I don't actually have a White Fang member.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That's all right. It's an
Yep. He is our new White Fang member. How do you feel about this job? What job? Exactly!
Well, it seems we have a visitor.
You, what are you doing here? How did this place even get opened?
Oh, it's a White Fang member. How you doing, buddy?
Does he recognize who you are? Yes! It's you! Recognize you from back in Mistral.
Wait a minute. Weren't you... Oh, you're not from that village. I only left one alive. You were one of probably the person who got reported to by that boar guy.
Yes, we got told many, many stories of the horrors you inflicted upon that place.
Well, one, they deserved it after what they did to my family. And two, you really think I'm gonna forgive back people who just killed children, whether it be faunus or human?
Well, we had a job to do. We were ordered to do it, and they did.
Then tell me, who ordered it?
It's like one of the higher-ups, around where Adam Taurus tends to hang around.
So was it Adam
No, it was
Taurus,
not.
or was it someone else?
It was Sienna Khan.
Well, it looks like, well, I think she's dead, isn't she?
Yes, Adam took a blade to her heart.
Oh well, I'll have to thank him the next time for that. Anyway, what are you doing here? This place should not be open to you, buddy.
I'm on the rounds around here. I saw this place being opened. Been here for over half a decade, and I've never seen this place open up once.
And I guess you're here to report back to your superiors, right?
No, I'm here to find
To
out
know what
what
I'm hearing back?
happened and then kill it.
Well, guess what? It's your lucky day, pal. Okay, my character takes out a cigarette for that one. Does he punch me?
A lucky day, a lucky... Wait. A lucky day, a lucky day, you say? Wait, he's tiny. Hold on.
He's like a little midget.
There we go, there we go. like walks up to you and just like jacks you in the face. Today is a day where I have been shat on by every single sandstorm outside. Do you know how much sand I have in my hands? It's like my hands are made of sand.
You think you're the only one with that shit. But guess what? Today is your lucky day. Oh, come on! I keep getting punched.
It's like, today is not a lucky day, Dad. Yeah, Salem is just kind of floating around. He doesn't even notice her. She's just kind of like floating around. Your puppet is just kind of... You would say it's laughing at you, but you're not sure if it knows how to laugh.
My character says, okay, let me see if distraction works. Let me see if it works. Finally, my character says, oh, hi, Adam Taurus.
What? What? When did Adam get here? What?
I punch him in the face and knock him out. Oh, that was convenient.
You might not want to let him hit you as much next time.
Oh, that's fine. Besides, that kind of helped me a little bit. All right, buddy, we're gonna get ready for a good day. He picks him up with a little bit of a friendly thing. Before he picks him up, he sees something on the ground.
Hmm?
Wait, what's this?
What?
It's like a dark glass ball.
Oh, neat.
What the hell is this? Voices, if you can hear me one more time, answer me this. What is this art object?
The voices don't seem to answer.
He puts it next to his eyeball very quickly. What the? Okay. Now I see what this object. This is an object used for identifying auras and see how much aura power they've gotten. I guess to identify strong warriors.
You notice that by putting up to your eyes to look at the White Fang member here, it barely even registers.
The eyeball looks at Salem.
Considering she's a hologram at the moment, there is nothing there.
Oh. All right, buddy. I'm putting this in my pocket, and we're gonna take you to a little place we like to call the Bloody Pit. Only $10 to enter.
I don't have $10.
All right. So according to the instructions here, I gotta put him here, and I gotta use my Grim Pendant to stab him. Hey, buddy. When you see your friends, the ones that I kill, tell them that they're like bitches.
Hell will find you.
He stabs him in the heart.
Ow.
Huh?
He's like, hell will find your soul. Da!
Already been to hell, buddy. And now the Bloodforge starts reacting.
He's reacting quite violently to him. I'm assuming he just tossed his entire body in there.
Yeah, his blood flows upon the altar and then it starts activating.
The entire thing seems to rumble extremely violently as you hear a voice in your head be like, you may want to move out of the place.
Why? What's gonna happen?
Well, unfortunately, it appears that the well is too old at the moment. You notice that it starts sparking at the moment.
Let me see if I can do something very quickly, depending on my roll. Okay, I dip my shotguns in very quickly and pull them out.
You notice that it seems to fizzle and flow into your shotgun more or less. Not quite sure what it's doing to it, but it does give it a weird red tint. Unfortunately, the entire altar at the moment appears to be, you would say exploding, but on a much smaller scale. That's building. It's like if you put one stick of dynamite in there, and then you started throwing dynamite on top of it.
Well, shit. It looks like this part of the tomb area is gonna explode. Not the other parts, though.
Yeah, it's not a good reaction, and it's a really, really big one, actually.
So does that mean I gotta get out of here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me roll one last time. Let me roll one last time. Okay, nope, I can't pick up that. But let me
You
try to pick
attempt
up.
to pick up.
Why the hell is it doing that? What?
Oh my god.
Double roll.
You attempt to pick up. Wow.
Wow!
Holy crap.
One
You
more
attempt to
time.
pick up something in this area,
Okay,
and nothing's coming with everything. Yeah, you try to pick up some of that stuff, and that stuff starts reacting violently too. Instead of the gentle way you were touching earlier, you kind of just like slammed your hand against it accidentally, and yeah, that's causing a chain reaction, which is causing a separate chain reaction, which is causing a third chain reaction, which is essentially causing both the well and that thing to start exploding at the same time.
Well, at least I still have the crystal. One of the
Yeah,
pieces.
you still have them. And yeah, the entire thing is now nuking itself, basically.
I think my character looks like, I don't think no one's going to be visiting this area again for any time soon. I think the best thing is to be to run. My character says, "Puppet, come back."
As they both get outside. Yeah, this entire area to like the right is now just, yeah.
Ruddle.
Yeah, the explosion was so violent that the sandstorms around you were knocked away. Which is damn impressive. Huh. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to put his entire body in there.
Oh well. At least I take out my shotguns, which I dipped in them, and my character realized, wait a minute. What the hell? Now they're starting to glow like a black ethereal kind of thing.
Interesting.
And I still have this, at least. He pulls out that shard of that dust crystal he found.
Seems very violent, but could be useful.
Maybe we might be able to replicate these, if possible. But as you said, we gotta make them less violent.
If you bring it back to the crucible, I can see what happens when I mix into the tar of Grim.
Well, I can tell my teammates I am taking a day off. So, let me see. Is there any rides coming to Vacuo anytime soon? Let me see. Ooh.
I can send one.
Very well. I will be over there in a few minutes. Besides, I need to take a break from the sand anyway. And now that I know what happens when I kill multiple Grim, before I do you mind if I kill some Grim in the Crucible area? Just a little bit.
You can kill a few.
Very well.
Sending you back to the throne room. It takes you a little bit to get there.
And Rogue's there. Hi, Rogue!
I can make a copy of stuff. Ooh, did not realize I could do that before. I'm going to do that later. Oh well, sorry, I just found out something really cool. I didn't realize it before.
Yeah.
Just delete people, there we go, and then... Boop! Everyone else
Walks
seems
into
to be
the
gone.
throne room.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Salem. Here you go. He puts the crystal on the table.
I will use it. It seems to like move itself towards her for some reason or another. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
Nothing really. But did you see what that other vision that I asked about the pendant power?
I did not.
Apparently, the more Grim that die around me, the more I can make them listen. In a way, I guess it's like controlling a force, and I saw something. A dragon Grim.
Interesting. I haven't seen a dragon Grim for centuries.
But even then, I guess in a few days I gotta go back to Vacuo and see what my team's up to.
Yes.
But I do want to do one thing. He takes out the shard from that sword that he got. I want to see if I can upgrade my weapons with this. Also, isn't Dr. Watts coming by here soon?
Dr. Watts is predisposed at the moment. He appears to be busy dealing with that Diana girl.
Ah, great. Oh well, I was hoping I'd get to talk to him about what he wanted.
Yes. Well, once you get back to Vacuo to team up with your teammates, we
That
shall see. Or Vacuo, yes.
very
Sorry.
well. Very well. I'll be heading back there in about 3 days, but I'm gonna
Mm,
be down in the thing down in my room or whatever, the parasite room, you know what I mean.
yes.
I'm going to see if I can upgrade my weapons with these shards and see what happens.
Hmm. It'll be interesting to see how you do.
And I guess that's where we'll
Hmm?
and I guess that's where we'll end it.
Yeah, pretty much. So hopefully if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and look at all the other fun stuff. We will go into more detail about, what happens when he comes back to Vacuo on the next episode. So hopefully you guys enjoy all this stuff. Go check out my Patreon if you guys want me to edit stuff for you, by the way. I like editing audio specifically, but I have Patreon for it now, so if you guys want me to edit your audio, pay me. Please. It's like a job. Thanks.
Self-advertising.
Yeah, just all the selfness here. Just don't be selfless and selfish. Yes, that's a word. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. Check out the other Jumpchain videos, including the heroes. We're mostly going to pick the full episodes like 16, 17, etc. Next to the heroes, 16, 17, etc. And then the side arcs, point 1, point 2, etc. won't be fully connected. But yeah, so check out the corresponding hero episode in order to keep up to date with what's going on. And of course, leave a comment down below on who you think the maidens will be in this episode, in this series. I will have different maidens for the heroes and the villains, more or less, so it should be interesting to see the differences between the two. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen!
Piss.